Good afternoon, everybody here at the Derby and everybody tuning in online. My name is Ninja Hurdle. I will be joined very shortly by somebody else. And it is Game 6 on Saturday of Rebellion 2019. We're joining you live from the Eltham Leisure Centre in Melbourne. We're about to get going with the Northside Roller Death Stars against the Varsity Derby League Dishonour Rollers. Shall we have a look? I think we've got about 3 minutes to Derby. So, playing today for the Northside Rollers, we have Stark Raven, Suspender, Lanes, Venus Thigh Slap, Siebes the Day, Fizzgig, Danny Hell, Dash, Oddsock Fitz, Olivia Neutron Bomb, Gloria Stunham, and Problema.
And for the Varsity Derby League Dishonour Rollers, we've got Puss Puss, White Russian, Dom, Spanky, Edu-Hater, Sax Bomb, A Whole Latte Trouble, Ginger Ale, D's Nuts, Hot Blocks, Tez, Reaper, and Irish Upon a Star.
Excellent. Hi. How you doing, Strife?
I'm feeling much better. Just had a little nap.
Oh, yes?
A lot of derby. It's people don't realize just how hard announcers work.
Oh, yeah.
It's really exhausting.
It is harder than anybody else here, I'm sure.
We are the true heroes of this tournament, but that's okay. We like to also spread it amongst the other people.
Yeah.
Like, the skaters, the officials, the NSOs, the medical staff, the merch sellers, and you, the spectators. Thank you so much for being here, everyone, today. Whoop, whoop. And those who are watching at home.
So we do have about 15 seconds to Derby. We've got the Death Stars in the green and the black this time, as opposed to the white and green. And Varsity is hanging out in mostly white with a little bit of, I'll say a pinky red. Let's say pinky red. Anyway,
ready pink?
Here we go.
Pinky red, ready pink. All right, first jam of the game.
Irish Upon a Star and Venus Thigh Slap. Oh, it's a jumble of skaters and their skates so far. But it is Irish that is out first. Irish Upon a Star.
Venus Thigh Slap about a half lap behind, jamming for Northside in their bright green uniforms. Two points on the board for VDL.
Deux points.
Deux points.
I don't know. I just stole that from Eurovision. Deux points. Isn't that? Maybe that's 12.
That would be 12 points.
Maybe I've been mishearing the whole time. 12 points.
Well, we'll see what happens the next jam. They might get 12 points. Right now, we've got Fizzgig jamming for Northside in the green, and D's Nuts jamming for VDL in the white.
D's Nuts, yes.
Which nuts? D's
Nuts.
And Fizzgig is out for lead jammer. D's Nuts right behind her, about 10 feet, catching up. Pack's reforming at the near apex, but we're going to hit it and quit it. No points on that jam.
Yeah. I was going to say, actually, if I can look up some flat track stats or something, both of these teams will be on there. We might have some sort of ranking that, numbers and things. Could be fun.
All right, third jam of the game. Olivia Neutron Bomb, Northside Rollers Death Stars, and Dom jamming for VDL.
Oh, wow.
Dom is dominating the lead jammer status.
Oh,
VDL
Dom was great to watch this morning. Really solid skater.
And Northside's had a star pass, giving the star to blocker Danny Hell. Not going to get a chance to capitalize on that, though. VDL gets a couple of points, calls off the jam. Currently 6-0 nil goose egg for Northside.
And we're about to get started. That's Irish again, and Dash, previously known as Sizzle and Dash, is through with lead. And it does sound like we've got quite a few supporters for Northside in the crowd.
Northside, of course, a local team here in Melbourne. VDL hailing from our nation's capital. Oh, wow, some fantastic blocking from Siebes the Day there. They were able to really get in the way of Irish Upon a Star, who is only now coming around. But Dash has decided quite wisely to call it off. 1 point on the board for Northside Rollers. Yeah, no, I remembered that, yeah.
Yep. Some things I was supposed to mention. We've had a lot of rain here, and I talked about this earlier in the day. Queensland and New South Wales did get some rain in the last couple of days. Not drought-breaking rain, but good rain nevertheless.
All right, back to the action. Venus thigh slap, jamming for Northside. Will be the lead. No, not the lead jammer. She's being sent off for a penalty. D's Nuts. Almost gets past number 360, Danny Hell, but is forced to recycle back. Still struggling to get out. Can't get past suspender. Tries for an outlet on the inside. Only 2 blockers left.
Hey, folks, can you sit down, please? One move.
And we've got at about turn 3, there's quite a lot going on. Oh, big hit there, taking the jammer out. That was Lanes.
Northside reforming these walls, still giving a lot of trouble to D's Nuts. Takes a tumble to the floor. 1 blocker to get past suspender.
I think that's Suz and Venus doing the blocking there. Could be wrong.
But the Northside wall has reformed, so now there's a quartet of green blockers for D's Nuts to try to get past. Venus thigh slap at the rear of the pack.
My mistake, it's Stark Raven, not Venus. Sorry. Venus, you're talking about Venus jamming.
I am indeed.
I'm talking about Stark at the other end of the pack.
That's the thing about roller derby. There's so much happening. There's always someone to talk about.
Absolutely, Venus with the star.
So lead jammer status has been awarded to D's Nuts for VDL. Venus thigh slap is ahead of her. D's Nuts has decided that's enough for this jam. Decides to call it off. Score still 6-1 for VDL. NSR on 1 point. Very tight matchup. Very low score. 5 jams into this game. All right, we've got Fizzgig jamming for Northside against Dom for VDL. Both up, and Dom is going to be the lead jammer, VDL. Fizzgig.
Look at that strength in Dom's stride.
Beautiful
wow, that's
work.
just beautiful.
Fizzgig a half lap behind. Pack moving forward up that straight. Dom gets past the 4 blockers and calls off the jam. 4 points for VDL, now on 10. Northside with just still 1 point on the board. Don't forget, we still have a bake sale happening here by the front entrance, along with some merch sales. Olivia Neutron Bomb jamming for Northside. Irish Upon a Star for VDL. Really tight pack work here on that first straight. Irish Upon a Star pushing the Northside walls. Problema forced to stay back to bridge, keep the pack legal. Olivia Neutron-Bomb still having trouble behind a VDL tripod at the back.
Look at that bridging. That is a very far extended pack.
Stark Raven's going to be sent to the box on a penalty. Was forced to let Irish Upon a Star go. And Olivia Neutron-Bomb finally out.
Got a couple of penalties in quick succession just now with 2 Varsity kids going off to the box.
And that's the end of that jam. That's going to be 2 more points on the board, it looks like, for VDL. No points more for Northside, still on 1 point. But they are going to start this jam with an advantage of 1 blocker. There are 2 VDL blockers in the bin and 1 Northside blocker in the bin. Will that be something that the Northside jammer can capitalize on? We shall see in a few seconds. Dash jamming for Northside, D's nuts for VDL.
Oh,
and Dash gets through.
An outside line, really nice there for Dash.
Nicely sidestepped a swooping hit from a VDL blocker. Comes to the back of the pack, tries to find an inlet on the inside, but is pushed into the inner part of the track.
Forearm though, forearm penalty being attributed to the Varsity blocker number 18 that hit her out. That is Spanky.
But Northside has lead and has just put 4 points, 4 much-needed points on the board. Oh, Dash finds a nice inlet to the outside. Calls off the jam, not letting the VDL Dishonor Rollers score any more points that jam. Northside's closed up that gap. It's now 12-9 for VDL.
So I've been having a look at the flat track stats, Strife.
Yeah,
and,
what do they tell us, Ninja?
Look, they're all a bit different, all a bit all over the place. So we've got Varsity being ahead of the Death Stars in the global rankings at 201 compared to 236. Conversely, Northside Rollers ranking is 610 compared to, looks like it's changed. 634. Maybe we've had some stats put in recently. Anyway, it's pretty evenly spaced.
Well, unfortunately, Northside's jammer, Venus Thigh Slap, is being sent off to the box, which means that VDL's jammer, Dom, is going to be the lead jammer for this, the 9th jam of this very tight game so far. Dom's able to find an outlet past the Northside 3-wall on that outer lane.
We've got Dom coming around the front apex, looking for some space. Dom is a strong skater, but they're very sensible with their movement.
Yeah, Northside
it's not a crash and bash. It's very intelligent skating.
Northside was trying to push her to the outside, to the inside, but she's able to find. Looks like she's telling her teammates to leave it up to her and concentrate on Venus Thigh Slap, who is now back from the box. Has crashed into a 4-wall of VDL. Sounds like we've got a penalty being called on the Northside pivot, who is heading to the box. Northside down a blocker now. And that's the end of that jam. 11 points added to the board for VDL. No points that jam for Northside. 23-9 for the Canberran team.
Shout out, while I'm thinking of it, to Bob De Quickly, who is our head announcer and has organised the audio-visual stuff here. We're sitting here with the luxury of a screen in front of us that is showing the live stream and showing all the camera angles. So it's really high-tech. I think it's the most high-tech event I've ever called. I don't know, things are different in the States, I'm sure. Where you're from?
Yes, but I haven't called any derby there in a while. So this is it's nice to be back in my derby home of Australia. But back on the track, we've got Fizzgig and D's Nuts jamming for Northside and VDL respectively. Both are still stuck in the pack on that first straight. No action there. Really jammed up packs there. It's not seen.
Oh, yes.
Big hit from Tez on VDL is not able to keep Fizzgig from her mission of getting out of that pack, and she is lead jammer.
Fizzgig just absorbed the hit and went around it.
And that's 2 much-needed points for Northside on the board. They've kept VDL scoreless that last jam.
So that's 10 jams down, almost halfway through. We've got 11 points for the Northside Roller Death Stars and 23 for Varsity Dishonor Rollers. If you're here, by the way, Varsity are trying to get rid of all their merch. T-shirts are like $5, really super cheap.
But we also
Buy a
have
cheap
a lot of
t-shirt.
merch from Proud Minority, including new designs, 8 new designs released today. A queer and trans-owned business with ethically made merchandise. We've got liquid gold pinup, also having a bunch of very fashionable designs over there. Pinup rockabilly accessories, all sizes. They're also online at liquidgoldpinup.com.au.
Yeah. And I know that Millie was here today doing massages. Millie is training to be a masseur of some sort. I think a
Remedial massage.
remedial masseur. Masseur?
Well, there's masseuse and masseur. It depends if you're going to get gendered. But
masseuse.
I don't know what
I think the
guess
word I'm going
massage
for
therapist.
is masseuse. Massage therapist.
There you go,
yeah.
the gender-neutral term.
Yeah, massage therapist.
But Millie will be
masseuse.
back tomorrow.
Millie will be back. And between 10 and 2. And back on track. Or not quite. Still in a team timeout right now. Also, if you're interested in photos, they'll be up on the Facebook page throughout the weekend.
All right, Olivia Neutron Bomb jamming for NSR, Irish Upon a Star for VDL, and Northside gets the lead jammer. Olivia taking a tumble, but she's quick to recover as she comes around that second apex. VDL have done a star pass to Puss Puss.
007. Good work, Puss Puss.
007, licensed to jam. And she finds a very quick inlet on the inside. Puss Puss is through for another 4 points, but so is NSR, racked up a few points. Jammers both approaching the back of the pack, one from the inside, one from the outside. Puss Puss is through. Olivia Neutron Bomb having a bit of trouble there.
But yeah, absolutely. Getting a bit stuck, but grabbing onto a shirt, a familiar shirt to get herself through.
Got another 4 points, called it off. That was an 8-point jam apiece for these two teams. Current score 31 points for VDL and 19 points for the NSR Death Stars. That one. Yeah.
Yep. I was just Googling the flat track stats. They didn't get us very far. That's it. Yep. Alrighty. And we're off with Dash and Dom fighting for the privilege of late jammer.
I like Dash and Dom. Very, very short but sweet.
And Dash is short and sweet, but Dom less so. Definitely. I don't know if they're sweet or not, but they're definitely taller.
Well, she's sweetly given a lot of trouble to the Northside Rocket, but now it's been sent off.
It looks like a forearm.
Yeah, that's going to be a power jam for Dash, who is now a lead jammer for the Northside Rollers. They really need to use this jam to add a few more points to the board because they're not behind by much, but so far VDL has had the momentum in this game. Got some great offense from Seeds the Day to allow Dash to get through. Having a little bit of trouble, though. And now she unfortunately has cut the track. Dash has headed to the box where they're going to have a sit. Think about that.
Yeah. I don't know how much we're supposed to talk about it, but it looked like disagreement between the refs, perhaps.
I mean, that's
you can
not for us to say.
No, just to it. Well, no, yes, that's. Yep, no.
I mean, the
yes,
refs will make
no.
the call.
Moving on. All right, back on track.
No
Couple
points
of
yet
tripods.
this jam.
And there we have Dom through, just driving their way through on that with 4 points on the board. The pack resets, waits for Dash's imminent dashy arrival.
VDL offense making short work of that north side wall, though. Several blockers taking a tumble to the floor. Both jammers back on the track. Dash has a lot of catching up to do if they're going to get some points along with Dom. And that's the end of the jam.
Yep.
Yeah, 39 points for VDL, 23 for NSR. About halfway through, 14 minutes left in this first half. This has been it's a very tight game. VDL so far have been breaking up the Northside walls with a lot of offense.
Yes.
Northside are really going to have to work on that if they're going to come back from this still not very large gap. They can still do this.
And it's a hard thing to do. Maybe that, they either have to think about being more solid or perhaps a little more lenient to let those offensive attacks sort of slide through and to reform.
Well, speaking of offense, Venus Thigh Slap has now the lead jammer for Northside.
Getting through to the front of the pack, seems like a matter of time.
Irish Rapanasar for VDL has just hit the back, but jam is called off. 4 points on the board for NSR, 2 points for VDL, 41-27 in favor of the team from Canberra.
Yeah, notorious. I don't want to say notoriously because that's going to allude to the notorious VICs, but
it's a whole other team.
Whole other team. But the two teams from Canberra are, let's say, traditionally very, very well placed and fight very hard.
Yes. Well, we're seeing that with a lot of aggressive jamming here from all their jammers. But right now, Fizzgig, Northside, lead jammer once again, up against Puss Puss jamming for VDL. Tries a little hop and a spin on the inside, and Puss Puss is through.
Ew, Puss 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 Puss. I couldn't help myself.
Fizzgig hits it and quits it, though, denying any points for VDL. This jam, they get another 4. Only a 10-point gap right now, 41-31.
Yeah, this is the sort of this quick, short, sharp derby is often what we need to see when you've got two teams that are really good in caliber, and you need to make sure there are no runaway scoring. So
right, you want to try and avoid those multiple scoring trip jams.
Yeah, no 16-point jams.
Yeah, well, D's Nuts and Olivia Neutron Bomb are the jammers right now on the track. Olivia Neutron Bomb having a bit of trouble right at the front. Gets through, though. Lead jammer goes to Northside Rollers. D's Nuts is only a half lap behind.
Pack resets, pulls themselves all the way back. It's easier to defend.
Olivia Neutron Bomb getting a bit of an assist from Suspender, the Wombat.
Nice work.
Well known in the Melbourne Derby scene. And that's 4 more points for NSR, 41-35.
We saw the pack just then, as there were no jammers in them, we saw the pack draw back from the apex down the straightaway, and that's because the straightaway is actually narrower than certain parts of the apex, so it becomes easier to cover the entire width.
Yes, Derby is a game where physics really comes into play as you reach those corners and those curves, and you're coming with a lot of velocity, and if you get a big hit mixed into that, you can send people really flying.
Yeah, that's right. And so in this jam, people that might go flying are Dash and Irish Upon a Star, both jamming. Dash at the back, Irish Upon a Star pushing against the last Northside blocker, that is Siebes. Siebes really, and
they're forced to give up that jammer.
Yep.
Now Northside had just lost Lanes, one of the blockers, to the bin, and it looks like they've done a star pass to number...
That's Fitzy.
Fitz. Yeah, is now jamming for Northside. But that's the end of that jam. There's going to be 4 more points for VDL, denying Northside any more points. Still a 10-point gap, so still plenty of time to catch up. But they definitely have a lot of work cut out for them. Both of these teams, there's a lot of really hard-hitting, aggressive jamming and offense here.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we if we had a really good game on our hands, Strife.
I think we are. I think we have the makings of a really great game. But right now we've got some tape fixing.
That's right. We've got an official timeout to make some track repair.
Which just shows you how hard those wheels are going, ripping the tape up.
Yeah. There is an after party.
Is that an after party tonight or tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
Yeah,
but
if you're here tomorrow, you'll have to join us for the after party. I believe the details of that are on Facebook.
I'll find them as well later.
All right.
8 o'clock tomorrow night, somewhere in Eltham. Oh, and we're Sorry, I just feel like I saw Venus Thigh Slap's face just taken right out.
Yep.
But she's off. She's late jammer, and she's fine.
Late jammer, and Dom is jamming. She'd taken her cover off, but puts it back on. Venus Thigh Slap, wisely hitting and quitting it.
There we go.
Notching up 4 more points for Northside, denying any points to VDL.
So cutting the lead to just 6 points. This is high caliber derby.
I feel like this is going to be, we're going to see a lot of this game just sort of chipping away bit by bit, each team, a few points here, a few points there. It's going to be very back and forth, almost like a basketball game.
Is that what happens in basketball?
I think. I don't watch basketball.
Yeah.
There's no skates. Why would I watch it?
What an odd analogy. A game with a ball.
I know. What's
so silly?
Why would you have a ball when you can have a person?
Would you have a ball when you can skate?
And the person right now to be watching is D's Nuts, his lead jammer for VDL. Fizzgig still trying to get out.
Oh, another star pass. That's Fitzy again, popping the star on. It's the second time we've seen Fitzy do this in this game.
D's Nuts not having it though. Calls off that jam.
Yeah, so both teams playing the same sort of safe short game.
Yeah, one
2
point at a
points
time,
only.
1 jam at a time, 2 more points for VDL, 47-39. Little under 9 minutes to go in this first half.
I'm still deciding if I should buy a Queer Melbourne t-shirt or like the
Proud feminist?
The Batgirl superheroes
that one's
passion.
good.
I like the superheroes.
Yeah.
All right, on track.
Irish upon a star, jamming for VDL, looking for a place to go. Just caught in the middle there. Olivia Neutron Bomb jamming for Northside Rollers.
Oh,
Irish upon a star is being sent off for a penalty.
Yeah. So Irish upon a star grabbed the other team's shirt to
and that's
just
a
at the
no-no.
outside to keep herself in, I'd say.
The nice little hop and a spin, Olivia Neutron Bomb has escaped at the apex, is now lead jammer. Northside really needs to get a few points here, and they've got a power jam to do it, too.
But Neutron just being shut right down. It is a power jam, but now Varsity can focus entirely on defense, and they are not stopping. So that one, I think, is a high block.
Well, Olivia Neutron Bomb has just been sent off for a penalty, which is going to bring Irish upon a star back
High
to the
block.
track. A high block.
Yep.
So now we've got a power jam going in the other direction for VDL. We've got offense from Puss Puss, who's able to break up that Northside wall. Problema trying to bridge to keep it legal.
Wow, completely stopped there, completely stationary until some assistance came from the teammates of Varsity.
And now Irish upon a star is sent to the box. We just keep switching jammers out.
I didn't see what happened.
I didn't see the call, but I did see her go. Now Olivia Neutron Bomb is back to score some more points. Of course, no lead jammer in this jam. It will go the full 2 minutes. That's 4 more points for Northside. It's amazing for all the action that we're seeing. There's actually not a lot of points being picked up, which just shows how hard these teams are working.
Exactly, that's so good. I mean, they talk about low-scoring games in AFLW being a problem. In Derby, it's fantastic.
4 more points for Northside. They really needed that. They're only 4 points behind VDL right now, 47-43. 6 minutes left to go. Oh, pardon me, I take it back. 47-40. Yeah, okay. I will wait till the scorekeepers get that sorted before I announce it. Looks like 47-46.
And unfortunately, though, Northside starting the jam, I should say, with jammer in the box. I'm going to go in for an official review.
Yeah, it looks like there's a team timeout. But Northside down by 1 point, so they are clawing their way back. 6 minutes left to go on the clock. Oh, this is technology.
It's just a team timeout. But, mic check, it works. Fantastic. Oh, mine has got a roaming mic.
What? Watch out, announcer on the loose. She's gone rogue.
It's really great to see people's faces when the threat of someone coming up to them and talking to them.
Let's do some crowd work. Who here is supporting VDL Dishonor Rollers? Let's hear it. If you're here for them, come on, let's hear a cheer. All right, there's someone. How about who's here for the Northside Roller Death Stars? Well, they've got the home team advantage in the crowd.
I was going to say, yeah, that's right. We're not exactly far. Not exactly far from Northside's home base, whereas Varsity, look, they probably have some other Canberra Roller Derby League supporters, but I think they've gone home.
I think they have.
Or maybe
they're probably warming up there. No, that's Convict City playing next game, so they may have gone back to their hotel. But we do have teams from across the country and New Zealand: Adelaide, Auckland, New Zealand, Tasmania, Canberra, Melbourne, and more Melbourne. There's a lot of Melbourne. We are here in beautiful downtown Eltham on this rainy day. Olivia Neutron Bomb and Dom.
1 point in this game at this stage.
Well, Dom is now lead jammer.
Dom is dominating. Like, I hate to say it, it's so obvious, but Dom is so totally dominating.
Truth in advertising. And finds an inlet, gets past number 30, Siege the Day on Northside Rollers. Northside's going to reset. They've got a kind of a quartet, 3-wall.
Oh, Dom taking out Siebes. Taking out Glory, taking out Lanes.
Some really nice footwork there by Dom, who almost got pushed out, managed to stay in right on her toe stops. Calls off the jam. No more points right now for Northside. 8 more points on the board for VDL, 55-46. 5 minutes left to go in this first half.
It's a beautiful thing to watch.
And Dom is a very aggressive jammer, very strong, able to really push those Northside walls past the breaking limit. Of course, they have to give up once they get...
They have to yield, that's right, at 20 feet out of the front of the pad.
And that's the thing, Derby is a game of distance.
Yes.
Yeah. Venus Thigh Slap is out for lead jammer for Northside. This could be a good situation for them if they can capitalize on this. D's Nuts still stuck on the straight, trying to get out. Northside blockers managed to knock D's Nuts out, recycle her all the way back to the jammer line. She's lost about 50 feet of real estate there. Venus Thigh Slap still trying to look for an outlet up against Puss Puss. Northside jammer, Venus Thigh Slap has been sent to the box. That's going to be a power jam
for Puss Puss.
Puss Puss now the jammer after a star pass for VDL.
So we've got Power Jam, Puss Puss telling her team to just cool her jets, but then they come through with some sort of sweeping offense. Puss Puss has one more blocker to get through.
That was some very effective offense from VDL. Northside was able to quickly reform a 2-wall at the front.
These two.
After a valiant effort from the Northside blocker, Danny Hell, and her teammate, she was able to keep Puss Puss really held up there on the straight long enough for Venus Thigh Slap to come back from the box.
Yeah, that was excellent teamwork just there from Danny Hill and Stark Raven. Really great combined blocking effort.
Venus Thigh Slap hitting the back of a 4-wall, looking for a place to get through on the outside, gets stuck in the middle of a diamond pattern. 4 more points from Puss Puss for VDL. Venus Thigh Slap being recycled back. Looking for an outlet on the outside. Cuts to the inside. And the jam has run out of time.
Wow, okay, that was an 8 versus 10.
That was a high-scoring jam,
Yeah, jam with 10 points going.
VDL are, still in the lead, though, 65-54, 2.5 minutes left.
Slightly, yeah. 11 points in this. 11 points in this. And before we get to the end of this first half, shout out to the ref crew, Knickerbocker, Frankenherder, Skatespear, Miss Cray Cray, Knives, Robo-Ref, and General Payne.
Thank you so much to our skating officials.
You guys are awesome.
All right, we got Fizzgig jamming for Northside, Irish Upon a Star for VDL. Both jammers still caught up in this first straight on their initial pass. Fizzgig trying to break through a tripod coming into turn 1.
Ooh, both tripods squishing into each other. Fizzgig getting through with some help from a blocking skater. A green block.
Oh, looks like VDL number 9, Irish Upon a Star, got a little bit of a hit to the chin there. She wasn't happy about that. Still jamming though. Fizzgig gets through. Still lead. And that's going to be some more points on the board for Northside that they desperately need.
Here we go. Some offense.
Now, Northside are on a power jam.
And a back block for someone.
Yeah, but they're down 2 blockers. 2 Northside blockers in the bin. Which means Fizzgig has a lot more work to do.
And now 2 Varsity blockers in the bin.
Revolving door on the penalty bin right now. Fizzgig looking for an outlet, trying to get some help from number 50, Oddsock Fitz. And she's through. Another 4 points for Northside, closing this gap. And now Northside are in the lead by 1 point.
Lead change.
This is the first time in this game that they have been in the lead.
Oh my gosh.
So far, a 12-point jam for Fizzgig, who is stuck behind a VDL tripod.
She's not stuck. She's waiting for help to come.
And help she got. That was Oddsock Fitz. The pivot came in for some.
Now she's stuck. Now she's stuck.
Wow. 15-point jam for Fizzgig. Fantastic. That's the best jam of the game.
And that puts us at 69 points for Northside. Give it up. This is Northside's very special moment.
Northside coming back from at least a 10-point deficit this whole first half, snatching the lead by 4 points just in the very last jam of this first half.
Absolutely.
I think the second half is going to be even more exciting.
Yeah, right. So we'll see you back here in about 14 odd minutes.
Yeah, you're watching Rebellion 2019.
Actually,
stick around.
Before we leave, I have a feeling that time might change because it'll probably be a 10-minute intermission, so don't go too far.
But do get a chance to have some baked goods or buy some merch, because that's what keeps roller derby going. And we are back with the second half of this game between the Northside Rollers Death Stars and Varsity Derby League Dishonor Rollers. My name is This American Strife. I am joined here by Ninja Hurdle. Hello, Ninja.
Hello, Strife. How are you doing?
I am fired up after an incredible first half. Now, there were 22 jams in that first half. Both teams scored in 12 of those 22, so about half the time. But whereas VDL was racking up the points for most of the half, Fizzgig, the Northside jammer, had a phenomenal 15-point jam right at the very last jam of the half, which let Northside leap ahead to the lead for the first time, 69-65. VDL's highest scoring jams were 11 points and 10 points from Dom and Puss Puss, respectively. So VDL are really going to battle to try and get that lead back. Northside are going to have to work to maintain it this half.
Yeah. Wow, that was an excellent summary. Where did you get that information from?
From my good friends at the NSO table. Hello, NSOs. We love what you do. Thank you so much for keeping all the stats.
Yay, NSOs.
So now back on the track, Dash is the Northside Rollers jammer. D's Nuts jamming for VDL. Both jammers still stuck on this straightaway. No lead
pretty much
yet.
locked in. We have some movement on the outside, though. Oh, and the inside. So we've got D's Nuts. It's coming right through at the front of the pack, looking like they might be first out.
We've got Oddsog, Fitz, and Suspender giving D's Nuts a real problem, but she does manage to get lead. However, Dash is passing her, actually in front. Will anyone score? I don't know. The pack is rushing ahead. Both jammers at the back. D's Nuts decides not to chance it. Calls it off. This is going to be a scoreless jam for both teams.
Yep. Oh, and this is what I was going to do. We talked about the NSOs doing an amazing job not so long ago. Right now, we have Fluky, Red Menace, Librolian, Locksmith, Molotov, Blocktail, Ghoul Scout, Zazzle, Jackie, NSO Nassus, and John Ref Kennedy. On the Derby is playing, we've got Dom, we've got Fizzgig, and Dom's on the inside, Dom's on the outside. Dom is lead jammer.
And Fizzgig is sitting in the box, which is going to give a power jam to VDL. This might be their chance.
Break away.
Get that lead back. And it looks like very nifty footwork on the outside. Dom is dominating lane 4 for 4 points. Tie game 69-69.
Oh my gosh.
Nice, as we say in the biz. Nice. Northside recycling Dom back.
Unfortunately, that work just there takes Fitzy out of the action. So that's one blocker apiece out of action right now.
Got a back block being called.
No, I think it was blocking with the head.
You're right. Sorry, blocking with the head being called on the VDL jammer, Dom, which is going to give Northside a power jam.
Oh, valiant effort, Fizzgig trying to stay in, but hopping back and forth there for a minute.
Fizzgig looking for somewhere to go on the inside.
Almost
gets knocked out, but manages to stay on.
That was beautiful. Lateral to the outside, lateral to the inside, really dragging those Varsity blockers all over the place and then creating space on the inside of the apex.
Now, Fizzgig is not lead, and neither is Dom, but both jammers are back on the track, and they've got a chance to score some points. Lanes, Northside blocker 1, 2, 3, 4 being sent to the bin, while Dom racks up 8 points so far this jam, but that's 4 points for Northside.
And another Sabes getting sent off as well. Wow. No, Sabes being told perhaps to return to track. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, there's a lot of action in that.
There was a lot of action in that jam. That was an 11-4 jam. VDL back in the lead by 3 points, 76-73. Now, these two teams have not played each other in 2 years.
Oh, wow.
The last time they played each other was 2017 when Northside beat VDL both times. But that was 2 years ago. That's a long time.
Oh,
in Derby.
yeah. There's like probably 3 of the same players on each team by now.
Very, very possibly. So the Northside are definitely having a much harder time than they were. Got a little White Russian ballet there on the straight.
In fact, there might only be one of the same player on the Northside team. Obviously, I'm not so familiar with Varsity, but yeah, completely different mashup.
There's always a lot of moving around in the world of Derby. All right.
And here we go. We've got a couple of green players starting the jam in the box, which is going to give the advantage to Varsity. And
Irish upon a star
has definitely capitalized on that. Yeah,
through lead jammer, and now VDL have a power jam.
So Irish upon a star now at the front of the pack. 2 blockers still to go. Out of play is being called.
Stark Raven and Danny Hell really giving her the business, but they were unable to hold her. And in fact, Danny Hell is being sent to the box.
Yeah, not reacting quick enough to the pack ref's call that they were out of play.
Lanes is back and is unable to prevent Irish upon a star from scoring another 4 points on Northside.
Oh, another one. 251 sax bomb off to the bin. Oh, and we've heard in the previous game when they call disco, that means what's happening on track.
Several players take a tumble.
I always get really scared when they lie down and stay, or get hit down and stay down.
Yeah, there's always that second when you're like, get up, get up. Oh, okay, they're laughing,
they're
it's
fine.
okay.
Yeah, they're totally fine, but, oh, guys, come on.
Well, with this level of Derby being played, I'm not surprised they might want to take a second to just get their breath back.
Yeah, they just want a nap or something.
I'm tired just watching it, but the current score, 86-72, VDL have pulled ahead again.
Yeah, nice work, nice work.
24 minutes left to go, though. Northside has plenty of time. Venus Thigh Slap going to try and chip away at that lead. D's Nuts jamming for VDL.
D's Nuts. D's Nuts.
Oh, Venus Thigh Slap getting recycled back almost all the way back to that jammer line, losing a lot of track real estate.
Oh, but look at that, a great run up and only 2 blockers to get in front of. Pushing, driving.
Canberra Walls looking for some hand, and they get it in the form of 76 Reaper.
That's blocking with the head, or head block.
So Venus Thigh Slap, the Northside Jammer, is going to head to the box. That's going to give a power play to D's Nuts, who's able to get past lanes and become lead jammer.
I really want to create a product called D's Nuts. I think it would have a really great jingle. D's Nuts.
All right, some offense from VDL is pushing this pack forward. Northside needs to hold that jammer in place, but they're unable to. D's Nuts comes around. That's another 4 points on the board for VDL.
Let's see what happens in this power position. Varsity coming in with some strong offense, making it very easy for D's Nuts to come through on a scoring trip. 4 points.
But Venus Thigh Slap is back from the box, has already started engaging with the back of the VDL pack, looking for holes, finds one on the outside, nicely sidesteps one last block from number 6, Tez. But now, nope, that's still Venus Thigh Slap. She took off the helmet cover for a second. Well, that's going to be a scoreless jam for Northside. They really needed some points there, but VDL was able to notch 12 more on the board, 98-72, VDL to NSR.
Oh, wow, yeah, VDL really pulling away. I'm just looking at this and thinking that I'm probably going to have to read the rules or ask a zebra buddy, because there's no stop block. No, direction including stop block. Got it. Right, so it's an encompassing penalty. So I used to get very confused with stop blocks.
It can be very confusing. There's a lot of action. It goes very fast when you're out there on the track. You really have to keep a calm head when you're playing Derby.
Yeah, and it is, it's like, are we just stopped or is it a stop block? It's a very fine line.
Which is tricky on a sport where you're going very fast on wheels.
Yeah. All right. Some things are going on.
Dom taking a little warm-up lap over here. I think Dom's pretty warmed up considering how many points she scored already.
It's probably a loosening lap.
A loose, yes. Keep things nice and loose. We've got a timeout. Oh, looks like we've got a timeout to repair the track. A lot of tape gets used up to make this track, but that's all part and parcel of this, creating this sport we call roller derby.
A lot of tigers had to die for this tape. There's some Richmond supporters rolling in their graves.
That was very funny. Either that or, yeah, a lot of construction sites going without caution tape there.
Yeah. We're ready for Derby. That's Dom and Neutron.
We got the bomb and the Dom, but the Dom is going to be lead jammer for VDL. Olivia Neutron Bomb following about a half lap behind. Northside trying to keep that wall tight at the front, but they're not able to keep Dom back. She finds a lane on the inside. That's through for another 4 points for VDL. They have cracked the century mark. They're on 102 now.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Olivia Neutron Bomb, little hop and a skip. She's through as well. 4 more points for Northside. Dom decides to call it off. 106 to 76. VDL have pulled ahead, 30 points ahead of NSR.
Okay, this is definitely a shift. This is a sizable lead that's continuing to grow with just 21 points left. Sorry, 21 minutes left.
We are, yes. Thankfully, it's not a sport of fixed points. Otherwise, that would be very confusing.
That would be odd. Reminds me of cricket. I don't know why. Confusing. All right, back on track. Dash and Irish upon a star. We have an empty box and 2 very solid tripods. Looks actually like the Varsity tripod might be a little bit more solid than the Northside one.
And Northside are splitting up their blockers. They've got some playing offense, some playing defense, and they're able to get Dash through for lead jammer. This is big for Northside. Can they capitalize on this? Irish upon a star getting recycled at the apex.
No, but Dash going off for
forearms, it sounded like. Oh, that's tough. That's going to be a power jam for VDL. That's not what Northside need to hear right now.
No.
Northside wall reforming at the back, but the VDL offense is harassing them. And we've got a big swoop in from T-Bone. Tez was able to knock that wall down and let the jammer through a bit, but Northside have reformed in front, still giving Irish upon a star not too much room to move. Tez trying to break him up, comes back to the back of the pack because here comes Dash back from the box, hits that wall hard, bounces off to the inside.
So good.
That's good. 4 more points on the board for Dash. And 3 points for VDL. That's going to have our score sitting at 109 for VDL, 80 points for Northside. 19 and a half minutes left in this game. Oh, we've got a timeout. The roving announcer shall find out what's going on. We got lots of baked goods that still need eaten, folks. Only $1 or $2 for each of these delicious items. There's some vegan items, there's gluten-free, whatever your dietary parameters, there is something for you. There's even apples. So unless you're allergic to apples, you can grab one of those. It's an exciting game, though. They're just saying hi. How's it going? What you up to? Playing some derby. Northside blockers having a bit of fun, posing for the camera. Big shout out to all our derby photographers.
Yeah, that's Hawkeye wandering around most of the day.
because I
Post
don't
and stuff?
Yeah, I don't skate right now, but I sure have some wonderful photos for posterity.
Oh, yeah. You know, that photo when you're coming around the bend and your face is like uglier than you've ever seen it before. You're like, how does my face contort like that?
But
I had no idea.
But you're still coming around that bend, nice bent down in that classic roller skating stride.
Or like the when you're blocking with a colleague, with a friend, with a skater, and you're like all squished up together, and your faces are like, and your eyes are like wide open because you've just been smashed in the face.
You look like one of those people in the wind tunnel when they're training astronauts.
It's the great equalizer. Roller derby photos in action.
But that's all right, because you know what? People play derby to be tough, not look pretty while they're doing it. Although some do. Many do.
I think it's funny. But I'm up here making fun of myself, so I'm okay with like looking like a fool.
Or in this case,
sounding like a fool. All right.
Hopefully the audience at home watching on the live stream is being amused by this as much as the in-house crowd. Thank you so much for coming out, everyone who is here today.
We've just assumed that they're amused by us.
Well,
perhaps.
We've got the mic, so they have no choice but to listen.
All right, and we're off again. Fizz Gig out in front, and in fact, no, not lead. Forearm.
Gonna get sent off for a forearm. That's gonna give a power jam to D's Nuts and VDL. D's Nuts is indeed D's lead jammer for this jam. Or should I say Diz lead jammer?
Diz lead jammer. Diz Nut. No, okay.
Lane's
trying to do
it
us
from
with
Lane's
it,
is
yeah.
unable to keep D's Nuts down. 4 more points for VDL.
You can't keep D's Nuts down.
Can't keep a good nut down.
So that'll be the jam called off, I guess.
That's a relatively short jam. We've had some very long, tortured jams in this game.
And quick score check brings Death Stars to 76 points. Sorry, not brings, still on 76, with the Dishonor Rollers popping another 4 points on there, sitting at 113.
VDL have really started to pull away. 18 minutes left in this game. Northside's going to have to try and claw back if they can. But
yeah, that's like 37-point difference right now. So we've got Fizzgig and Dom jamming. Dom is right out front and has secured lead jammer status. Fizzgig's just been recycled, but is now made her way through the pack as well. It's a pretty fast moving pack.
Oh, Danny Hell trying to get a late block in right at that turn.
Yeah, trying to keep her points, I think, as well.
But Dom decided but Dom got that point. 4 more points for VDL. Decided to hit and quit it. Another scoreless jam for Northside.
Now, I don't know if this has changed or if you can tell me this, but when there's a point at which you stop accruing points. Is it I can't remember if it's the end of the first set of whistles. Someone will confirm this for me. If I say I'm right. It's at the end of the first chunk of whistle. Up until that point, I can accrue points. Yep. Great. Audience, thank you.
So Venus Thigh Slap, jamming for Northside. Irish Upon a Star for VDL. Both jammers still stuck on the straight. And Venus, 1 foot, nice little hop on that apex, manages to stay in bounds, is lead jammer for this jam. Irish still stuck, looking for an outlet, but the Northside wall reforming, not letting her past. Venus Thigh Slap, though, finds that inner lane and is through. Another 4 much-needed points for Northside.
And it is indeed a star pass. It was off. They had it off for quite a while, but has now managed to pass it off to Puss Puss.
Yeah, Puss Puss not able to capitalize on it, though. That's going to be a scoreless jam for VDL. 6 points for Northside. This might be them turning the tide momentum-wise. We'll have to see, but that was a big jam for them. They really needed to switch that momentum up. 117 to 82, trying to claw back from that big gap.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it's just a matter of perspective, and it's like, oh, we can do this. Let's keep doing this. I mean, obviously, we both have a little bit of bias, but, you know.
No. We have no bias when we're calling. We are not technically affiliated with any league right now. We're here for the Rebellion 2019 tournament.
2019. All right. Olivia Neutron Bomb and D's Nuts both jamming for their teams. Olivia Neutron Bomb technically further ahead, but practically
big hit from
to the
Spanky.
outside,
Yeah, Spanky on VDL, keeping Olivia Neutron Bomb defused.
It's a high block being attributed to 360 Danny Hill.
Tez gonna hit her out to the side and recycle her back about 20 feet or so.
And in the meantime, did you say this already? That D's Nuts is,
I did not say it. You say it.
D's Nuts is in the lead. Is the lead jammer.
As the lead jammer. Olivia Neutron Bomb, though, takes a tumble. Shaking her head.
On her face, though.
Yeah, that was a little slip. Happens to the best of us. D's Nuts decides to call it, though. That's going to be another scoreless jam for Northside. 4 more points for VDL, 121-82.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear now. I'm not giving anything away if I say this. When the varsity bench calls disco, that means skate really fast.
I thought it means dance to really loud music.
I think outside of Derby it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But in this context, skate fast. Go, go, go. Disco like you don't care no
That's
more.
not disco. I don't know how to imitate disco.
No. I have to dance to do that.
Gotta dance. And we've got a timeout.
Yeah, we should stick to our skill sets, I think. All right.
Play to our strengths, which is talking about Derby and not dancing about Derby. All right, Fizzgig and Dom, the jammers for this jam. Fizzgig caught at the back, trying to find a lane up the middle. Dom in front, manages to get past lanes and is through for lead jammer, whereas Northside's jammer, Fizzgig, is being sent to the box.
Yeah, I didn't say what for, but
I think it was a forearms, I believe, and that's going to be another power jam for VDL. This is not good news for Northside, but very good news for VDL, because Dom has been very good this game at breaking apart the Northside walls, especially with help from the offensive blockers on the VDL team in white.
And I think that's got to be about the difference. I mean, these two teams are pretty closely matched, but Varsity is, I think, a lot of the time is a little bit better, and that has included less power jams. I obviously don't have the stats, but less power jams and more lead jammer wins. So, and that's going to be the difference, to just control more of those jams throughout the game.
Yeah, and then they've really just, VDL's been doing a fantastic job of breaking apart the Northside walls, and they have to make a choice of defending, of helping their jammer get through with offense, or defending against the other jammer, and they end up getting split because they've got the problem. They have to both neutralize the VDL jammer and get some points on the board for themselves. They've had a lot of scoreless jams this half. VDL is really pulling away, 124-82, 13 and a half minutes left on the clock.
What's that? That's like 42 points now. All right, Fizzgig and Irish upon a star. Fizzgig in green, Irish upon a star in lead. And a lovely tumble there for one of the blockers.
Irish upon a star pushing the two Northside blockers. She's really
out
good.
To the front, yeah, it's only a matter of feet. Yep, there it is. And Irish upon a star is out with 4 points in that scoring trip.
Fizzgig still working to get through. Oh, so we got number 360, Danny Hell, giving her some hell, but it's not enough. Fizzgig finally out, but Irish decides to call it off. 7-point jam for VDL, another scoreless jam for Northside.
Every time I have some sort of cliched phrase in my head, I just think of that really lame caller from Dodgeball. This doesn't look good, Cotton.
No, it doesn't look good at all. Northside really have their work cut out for them with 12 minutes left to go. VDL
50
jammers.
points in it now.
Yeah, VDL jammers making short work of those Northside walls. D's Nuts jamming for VDL, Dash for Northside.
But you know what? That doesn't mean it can't be done. So let's get behind your skaters. Everybody Give the skaters a cheer.
Well, D's Nuts is in the lead jammer. Oh, gets through the north side wall, which was broken up. Passes those blockers easily. Dash coming around, not able to get any points, and VDL has called it off. Another scoreless jam for Northside Rollers. 4 points more on the board for VDL. They are in the lead, 135 to 82.
Bring it, bring it, bring it. I don't know. Come on, skaters.
We've got another timeout. Don't forget, we still have one more game after this.
That's right. It's going to be a game between the VRDL Notorious VICs and the Convict City Rollers Orange Thunder. It's funny when you...
We're not the Notorious VICs anymore, we're just VICs.
Oh, you're just the VICs, not the Notorious VICs. My mistake. Sorry, guys. So it's the VRDL VICs. Does it stand for anything?
I think it stands for Victoria.
Very important C's. Sure. Let's go with that. Great. You've got the All-Stars, starts with there, the Queen Bees, the very important C's. And what is your D team called? Demons. Yeah. It's very it's clever, that ABCD thing. It's I like it.
All right, that's going to be the end of a team timeout. That rolling whistle from our jam timer letting us know time to get back to the Derby. 11 minutes, a little over 11 minutes left in this game. And it looks like we've got Dom and Dash.
Dom and no, that's Neutron. That's Olivia Neutron.
Oh, my apologies. It's hard to see. We're all
taller.
we're all the way back here. There we go. Olivia Neutron Bomb and Dom. Thankfully, the NSOs are on top of it. And Olivia Neutron Bomb gets out for lead jammer. Northside really need to score some points here. This may be their chance.
Who's that? Saz. Last line of defense there. But Dom is through out the front of the pack.
Northside trying to play some offense. Oh, and a massive hit from number 76 on VDL, Reaper.
Nice work. Great hit.
Sends Olivia Neutron Bomb to the floor. Calls off the jam. That's going to be 3 much-needed points for Northside. Still a 50-point lead, though, for VDL, 135 to 85.
Good maths. Good job. Oh, we've got a bench coach on the track. 5 seconds. Oh, there we go. All good. Not Dom. Irish upon a star and Dash. Except Dash is not on because Neutron is in the box. Neutron must have got. I did see that at the end of the last jam.
So VDL starting off with a power jam. Not good news for Northside, but very good news for VDL as they are going to possibly solidify their lead even more. Oh, manages to sidestep a hit from 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes.
Yeah, the last sort of ditch effort.
But only...
Yeah, it looks like we've got the jammer back on track. And the jammer is now the pivot, or was the pivot. That's Fitzy, Oddsock Fitz, putting the star on her head.
Irish upon a star decides to call it off. Yet another star pass that is not able to be converted into points. 138 to 85. 3 more points for VDL on that low-scoring jam.
Now, I'm just watching the bench coach from Northside who's approached the ref because I really want to go into the middle. But she hasn't yet done the official review thing, so I can't run into the middle yet. But I really want to. Not going to happen.
All right, that's bench coach Cinnamon Whip for Northside Rollers.
Indeedy duty it is.
But on the jammer roster, we've got Venus Thighslap, who's now lead jammer for Northside, followed closely by D's Nuts. Little spin, little hit from Problema, but she's able to sidestep it.
That was really pretty.
Very nice. Hit it and quit it derby. 1 point for the Northside Rollers.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
It's a game that's played 1 point at a time. Or sometimes 4 if you can able to just skate past 4 blockers.
Oh, sure.
8.5 minutes left to go in this game. All right, Fizzgig jamming for Northside. Dom jamming for VDL. Very tight pack right on that first straight. VDL blockers reforming to the front, and they're able to let Dom go through, but for lead jammer Fizzgig only 20 feet behind. The pack is racing forward, but Northside, are going to lose a blocker. Unfortunately, one of the refs came down as well. All right. Looks like everyone's okay, but Northside are losing a blocker to the bin. That was a 1-point jam for VDL, 139 to 86.
I was distracted.
Yes, it's not often that you see a player and a ref collide there in that safety
send
lane.
them right out into the suicide seating section. I don't know if that's what we call it anymore, but
possibly not. That may be a little in bad taste considering mental health considerations.
Yeah.
But definitely, you have to keep your wits about you when you're sitting that close to the hard-hitting action that you find in this amazing sport.
I think, what sort of timeout are we on? Oh, an official review?
All right, an official review. We're going to have our roving announcer extraordinaire, Ninja Hurdle, race into that inside track to find out what's going on. Of course, this is only the first day of the 2-day Rebellion 2019 tournament being held at the Eltham Leisure Center here in Eltham, Victoria. Tomorrow, we've got 6 more games, lineups between VRDL and Canberra, Convict City and Adelaide, Northside Rollers and Auckland, Adelaide and Canberra, Varsity and South Seas, and of course, the grand final to be determined. Big shout out once again to all of our officials, skating and non-skating, and to our medical staff. Thanks so much for everything that all of you do to keep this sport going. And if you're watching at home, you may already be in a roller derby league, but if you're not, find the one closest to you and ask if there's a spot for you. There probably is. Whether you skate or not, there is something you can do in your local roller derby league. Still waiting for the results of this official review. And it looks like Team Zebra has made a decision. They are meeting to talk with the bench coaches from each of these teams. Our roving announcer, Ninja Hurdle, will have all the results from that official review in just a moment. I think so, because you don't have any skates on, or pads, or helmets. It's kind of dangerous. It's dangerous being an announcer. Got to make sure to sit back here behind the safety of our table. All right, so we're going to get back into the Derby. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. VDL going to start with a jammer in the box, Northside with a blocker in the box. But that's going to be a power jam for Northside as Dash comes out at the apex for lead jammer for Northside Rollers. Can they get some points to claw back from this gap? It's a pretty big gap. Maybe they can do it.
Maybe they can.
Oh! Nicely finds a hole in the center of that VDL wall. Slips right through. 4 more points for Northside. Northside blocker back from the box. And Dom, the VDL jammer, is also back. Both teams at full strength. Dom makes fast work of that Northside wall. They were reforming. They weren't able to get that sort of concreteness down. They couldn't hold her. And Dash also threw 4 more points for Northside.
And I think that's Dom is back to the box for a forearm, perhaps, is the call?
Yes, there she is. That's going to be another power jam for Northside. Oh, a nice little sidestep to the inside, getting past Ginger Ale, the VDL blocker. Another 4 point. That's a 12-point jam stuff for Northside. This is a big jam. Let's see if they can keep it going. Danny Hell providing a bit of offense, joined by Siebes the Day, Suspender, and Stark Raven. Dash getting tied up, but now the VDL jammer is back from the box, and so the Northside blockers have to concentrate on her. Bit of offense from VDL's 76 Reaper. Dash getting recycled back, decides it's not worth it, calls off the jam.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, that was
15 points for that jam.
15-point jam by Dash. That was a huge jam for Northside Rollers, matching the 15-point jam by Fizzgig at the end of the first half that let them take the lead. They're still 39 points down.
But you know, there's time for 3 jams. Theoretically, it could happen.
Right? Theoretically. Let's see. VDL is still dominating this track overall with very aggressive jamming and aggressive offense.
That's right. And you can see that the skaters, like I say, at this stage of the game, are starting to get fatigued a bit. Also, don't forget it's the second game that both of our teams are playing today.
Yeah, this is not their first go-round of the day, but it is Venus Thigh-Slap's lead jam. She's the lead jammer now for Northside. Irish Upon a Star still getting harassed on that straightaway. Venus Thigh-Slap taking a tumble to the inside. She's going to get recycled back about 30 feet. And Irish Upon a Star is out.
Yep.
Going to try and get some more points. Nope, Venus Thigh-Slap sees her coming around, decides to call it off. That's
2 points, though, there.
2 points for Northside, 140 to 103.
Hadn't expected those.
4 minutes left in the game. We'll get another few jams in.
And don't forget, we've got one more game after this afternoon. That's VRDL, so Victorian Roller Derby League, VICs, and Convict City Rollers Orange Thunder. Last game of the day. But right now, Death Stars versus Dishonor Rollers.
And Dash for Northside is lead jammer, getting through nicely. D's Nuts from VDL, a half lap behind.
And yeah, the pack is like just gone hectic since that.
Dash tries to find an outside lane, takes a tumble, decides it's not worth it, calls it off one more point. That's going to be 104 for Northside, 142 for VDL. They also got another couple points. 3 minutes left to go in this game.
Sure. Don't make me say it.
Do you want me to say it?
You say it.
I think VDL have possibly an insurmountable lead.
Oh, no, I was going to say something else.
Oh, what were you going to say?
My head is itchy.
Oh, yeah. Well, scratch it.
I was going to say it's anybody's game. Yeah, but it's probably not at this stage.
Yeah, there's still two teams on the track, though, and they are still fighting it out. Northside is not going to let VDL take this win easy. If they do, Olivia Neutron Bomb is jamming, and she gets out for lead. Dom still caught behind Lanes. Some really nice footwork from Lanes. Oh, one more hit's not. Almost sends Dom on a little bit of a wobble there, but she's able to recover. Olivia Neutron Bomb getting harassed by Puss Puss to the inside. VDL going to lose a blocker. Eduhater to the box. And in fact, there's a few blockers in the box. Northside has some blockers.
What just happened?
A lot just happened. Two blockers from each team currently in the box. The pivot blocker and a regular blocker. That was a 4-4 jam.
But it wasn't 2 minutes. Did it go whole 2 minutes?
It wasn't. I don't believe
I
it
didn't
went
see
the whole
anyone
2
call it.
minutes, but that's.
I don't know. I mean, I looked down to look at the pools, to look at pool 1 and pool 2 to see like how that was working, and then I looked up and that was going on.
But that's how fast this sport goes. You look away for a second.
I should know better.
You should. Yeah. I don't know what you were thinking.
All right. What I was thinking was, we've got two pools and we've only got one grand final, so one final match, I should say, which is the first of each pool tomorrow. So that means basically like you've got to come out on top in your pool to have a chance in the finals. It's not like there's going to be, the top 2 or the top 3 that are going to be
quarterfinals, no semifinals.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They do maths. They do fancy maths, and it can have to do with numbers and points differentials.
Excuse us, please.
But nah. We're down here with the boobs. I'm getting confused because there's a few skaters who look similar. And I'm like, hey, oh no, there's more than one person. Once you put a helmet on someone, they all sort of blend into the same.
That's why we got to have those numbers.
That's why we need those numbers. All right. So the random jargon that's coming out of me is going to stop soon because we've only got 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
All right.
Who is that? Olivia Neutron. No, Dash and Irish Upon a Star.
Oh, Irish Upon a Star getting past the two Northside jammers, Stark Raven, and it looked like Danny Hell, I believe, VDL lead jammer.
Oh.
Dash trying to catch up.
That was just unavoidable from Varsity. They just sandwiched the blockers in there. High block from number 1-8. That is Spanky.
So,
and you heard the crowd reaction with that as well.
Yeah, they were not happy, but VDL is going to lose a blocker.
They've got one blocker on the track from Varsity.
That might make it easier for Dash, but she gets knocked to the inside. She's going to get recycled as some of the other VDL blockers come back from the bin, making her job a lot harder. Irish Upon a Star stuck behind a Northside tripod, trying desperately to keep her on the inside. She's got a lot of good lateral movement, and she's going to look for a way out. Oh, she comes all the way
around.
Sometimes you got to take a step back to go a step forward. Yeah.
Wow.
And Dash getting recycled back. Some nice bridging going on from VDL.
Just want these skaters to keep it safe. It's this time of the game.
Varsity's bench coach yelling at them, and they follow his orders and release, letting Dash get through for another 4 points.
I think they're just looking at
and that's going to be the game. VDL have won the Dishonor Rollers 158 to 116 for Northside Rollers.
Yeah, great effort from Varsity. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, give it up for your skaters.
Let's hear it for Northside Rollers and the VDL Dishonor Rollers.
Calling pronouns for
are aware. We messed up a couple times, but we have it written down.
But skaters in the audience, please sit down. Unfortunately, we've been told we're not doing the...
We don't have time to do the high fives. We've got to get on to the next game.
So skaters have been told to go directly to their photos. So
we've got a lot of derbies still to get through. Another game for the VRDL VICs and the Convict City Rollers. They need that time to warm up.
So that is for the Varsity Derby League. Your winners in this game: Puss Puss, White Russian, Dom, Spanky, Eduhater, Sax Bomb, A Whole Lot of Trouble, Ginger Ale, D's Nuts, Hot Blocks, Tez, Reaper, and Irish Upon a Star.
And a valiant effort from the Northside Rollers: Stark Raven, Suspender, Lanes, Venus Thigh Slap, Siebes the Day, Fizzgig, Danny Hell, Dash, Odd Sock Fits, Olivia Neutron Bomb, Gloria Stunham, and Problema. My name has been and will continue to be This American Strife.
My name is Ninja Hurdle, but I do forget that sometimes and introduce myself as my real name.
But we've had a great time commentating for you today. We hope you'll stick around for this last game of the first day of Rebellion 2019. And of course, tomorrow the action starts over again at 8:30 in the morning and runs all the way through to about 7 o'clock at night. And then the after party.
Oh, yeah, of course. Don't forget the after party. Thank you so much, Strife. It's been a pleasure.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Stick around for more Rebellion 2019.